You are watching an improvised cinematic narrative with live production, including music and dialogue. There is no script. Shall we?
We shall. Everything okay?
I wasn't sure for a minute there. But it turned out okay in the end?
Yeah, I didn't fancy dying here. But,
I didn't
I guess
fancy you dying here either.
I was really hoping you'd say something like that. But, I don't know. Once I heard that he was coming here, I just could not let him come by himself. He is, he's my friend, as well as my colleague.
I see.
I don't know if you've, got a lot of folk that you've shed blood alongside and, bled together with.
No, I can't say I have.
Well, Weller has been alongside me for some of the hardest days in the department, and if there's any deputy in the entirety of this, well, living, breathing world that I trust to watch my back, it's him. So when I heard he was coming here, I decided he wasn't coming here alone.
Yeah.
Rain or shine.
Everything all right?
I'm looking for Samwell. Did y'all see him up there?
No, I did not.
Well, have you been?
All right, I suppose. A weird day.
Seems it. Honestly, I'm glad that this could all be cleared up. I thought this was a needless cloud to have hanging over the island and our relationship going forward.
It has made Herbie very happy.
I think Weller found his footing in the end. I didn't want to step all over it, you know what I mean? I was like, if I start talking more than he is, it's not going to feel like anything.
Yeah.
So I just sort of sat back.
Probably wise.
I think Edgar should have kept his fucking mouth shut, if you ask me, but he seems like he's got his own, well. Man can't help himself.
He's tougher to figure out than I thought. Definitely surprised me today.
It's his weakness, but also his strength. So.
We can go left here, unless you need water.
No, I'm alright. Oh, we're heading to the castle. My mistake.
It's alright. My bar is not really in any shape to accept anybody at this point.
I keep dreaming about this place, you know that?
Really?
Uh-huh.
What happens in the dream, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm climbing up Mount View Hotel. Just endlessly. It's like the ladders just keep on going and going, and I'm trying to get as high as I can to see as much of the island as possible. But I never make it to the top.
What stops you?
I'm not sure yet.
What do you think waits for you at the top?
Other than a good view?
Yeah.
I don't know. Absolution?
Absolution.
I don't know. Someone telling me that I did a good job. Someone telling me, you know what? You're okay. Because I gotta tell you. In my line of work, I do not wait around for people to praise me for doing the right thing. I just do it. Or I do what I think is right, even if everybody else thinks it's wrong.
And follow your own code.
That's the most important part.
If you follow your own code, why do you seek absolution?
That is a good point. Well, there's a point where I didn't. There's a point where I betrayed myself many, many times. I killed some folks that deserved it, and I hurt some people that really didn't. And I used to treat a gun as, I guess more of a toy or a means to exert my influence,
I see.
rather than... I've now realized that that is, very self-limiting. I was praying I wouldn't have to draw a gun today. Back in the crossing, to be honest. I thought Edgar was gonna get fucking mobbed at some stage.
I
Way
think
he's
he
talking,
almost
it's like he's
did. Yeah.
pissed off every single person in the crossing at the same time.
Yeah.
I hope that
can't
doesn't cause
imagine
any
how.
problems.
Well,
Honestly,
we'll find
haven't
out.
met him. I can imagine very well, but... he's charming in his own very, belligerent way. Do you trust him?
Edgar, I trust vices. I trust greed.
That's the sin I ascribe to him, too.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of pride, but mostly greed.
What do you think my sin is?
I don't know. I'd like to figure it out, but I don't know yet. I will say this, though, Rabbit. For the first time, I felt conflicted in the church.
You've never felt conflicted before?
Not once. If guns had been drawn, under normal circumstances, I would know exactly where I stand. I genuinely did not want anything to happen to you. I don't know you well enough. I would like to get to know you better. I don't think I like how confused that made me.
Well, my apologies for making you feel conflicted. Not my intent.
No, I know. Why did they deserve it?
Funnily enough, one of the first people I ever killed was a bounty hunter. Oh, I killed 2 men back home in my own country. They both definitely deserved it. They were lawmen. Which makes things very complicated.
I see.
I can tell you about it if you want, but the bounty hunter I killed in the crossing, his name was Sasha. You know Mills?
Yes, we met once.
This man was hired to kill Mills,
I see.
and I told him, whatever amount of money you're being paid, it ain't worth dying over. And if you lay a finger on him, I'm gonna cut you in half with my shotgun.
Do you like Mills?
And we used to be very good friends.
Ah,
I'm sure you're familiar with the Kettleman Gang.
a little bit.
A founding member.
I see. I wasn't expecting that.
People usually don't. That's okay, I don't mind surprising folks on occasion.
If I'm trying to understand this bounty hunter. He's working, surviving, utilizing his skill set. Just doing his job.
Sasha.
Or anyone that is a bounty hunter. Is it all of them you dislike, or just this one in particular?
When I said he deserved it, I don't mean out of a place of hatred. Or out of... What's the difference between a combatant and a non-combatant?
One chooses to fight and one does not.
If you choose to fight, then you cannot spit in the eye of God when you face him after meeting your end. You chose that path.
But is it not the same for you?
It is. I'm one of the people that deserves it the most likely.
By your own judgment? Or
Absolutely.
by the judgment of others? Interesting.
By my own. I don't care much for the judgment of others. Because if I judge myself by what all my deputies think, they think that I can do no wrong. And I'll tell you, I can, and I have, and I will again. I once had a man dragged to a pig pen to have him shot dead in the mud. Legal, yes. Morally correct? Well... he killed someone very important to me.
Revenge, then?
It's a very ugly thing when revenge and justice get blurred. There's purity in justice. There's only... revenge ain't it. That's all I know. I've tried. It's never the balm we hope it is.
Justice changes depending on the person.
There's personal justice and there's the immutable kind.
I don't know if I believe that, but I'm willing to listen.
I don't know if I believe it either, but I try to fight for a world that has it. It's funny, you know, I'm fighting for a world that is hopefully better than this one, knowing that I have no place in it.
Willingly bringing about your end, I suppose.
If there's anything that America has taught me, it's that people are very quick to obsolete themselves. The death of the outlaw, the death of the West. And in a way, the death of law folk like me. We are a dying breed. The department doesn't have much use for us anymore.
What will you do?
Hopefully, die in the line of duty and not become something worse.
What's worse?
What's worse?
To you, yes. You said before your worst fear was dying without a purpose. What is your purpose?
To use violence to protect those that cannot protect themselves. And fail in that, avenge them.
I see. Avenge. Not justice.
Like I said, it gets blurry.
It does.
As long as all the paperwork is filled and the lines are dotted, no one cares if I enjoy a gunfight or not. I fear becoming a killer without reason or rationale. Because at some point, the need for violence was buried very deep in me. And if I don't feed it, bad things happen. Fortunately, the crossing gives me no shortage of opponents.
What do you look for in an opponent?
Purpose and clarity. And I guess a measure of honesty with the self. Some people glorify themselves for the violence they do. They think it makes them something more than human, or, I don't know, less than in some cases. I think it's a very natural state for a human being to be in. War is our oldest profession. Someone who understands that and would never kill without purpose. That's what I look for. To know that if I meet my end at the barrel of their gun, that they were fighting for something. Because to die by the hand of the thing that I could become, that is a very hollow death.
I hope that never happens to you. Truly.
I hope not either. The reason this place intrigues me is because until I came here, I thought that if I lose my star, if I lose my position in the department, that, well, for the longest time that I remember, I've been hanging over this very deep pit.
Either you guys want some whiskey?
I did not see you coming, Herbie, and you caught me thoroughly off guard.
Well,
No,
would you
it's
like
okay.
some whiskey to come?
I'd love some whiskey. That sounds
All
wonderful.
right. Are you gonna go stay up at that camp where you and Beach can stay?
Probably.
All right. That's a nice place up there. What about you there, Delilah? Whiskey?
No, I'm all right.
Okay.
You don't mind if I drink, do you?
No, not at all.
I normally avoid it.
Is there a specific reason why?
The medication I'm on clouds my mind enough. Sometimes it's like I'm swimming in fog.
Oh, I hate that. On your behalf.
Morphine. I've been on it for a long time. It's not my proudest feature, but it is just the way that my body's built, unfortunately. Pain is an old friend. It's like a very firm, unkind handshake. I've just gotten used to it by this point. But without this, I can barely move in the morning.
I see.
That's always the balance, is making sure that it numbs just enough without letting me lose that sharpness. so drinking usually is consigning myself to a lack of judgment. Why I'm willing to do that here, I don't know. Maybe I feel safer here than in the crossing. Ain't that funny? I apologize, we got cut off there. I feel like I was about to say something.
You were, but I'm curious if you feel safer or if you just feel familiar.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. That thing I'm hanging over, it's just bottomless. I know if I cut that thread and not fall, I'll just keep falling forever. But when I first came here, I thought, if I lost everything, I think I'd have a place here. It's the first time I felt kinship with a place, and not just a people.
The island called you.
Maybe. I love the snow, but this is more than love, I guess. It feels very honest.
It is.
And, there's this certain barrier that's kind of keeping us separate, me and this island, and that is my obligations to back home.
So long.
Bye, Herbie.
See ya. And those obligations, I guess, they're distant, but they're still, there, hanging over my shoulder.
What?
I get the feeling that if I was fired for whatever reason, or if I had to retire, that this is where I would end up.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Sounds a little more accurate.
I guess that's kind of how I felt as well when I got here. Something about it.
Do
Do
you
I?
follow La Madre?
I
If that's
think so. No, it's all right. I just don't feel I have earned the right to say so yet. I was pausing to see if I felt her accepting me. I spend much of my day trying to learn the language of the island, trying to hear her, understand what she's showing me. So yes, I would say I follow her.
I was raised Catholic.
I see.
I know. You should be offering your condolences, truly. I never felt God's love at any point. Not once. Can I show you something?
Of course. What is this from?
Red water.
This is from a man named Mason James.
Was this in yours or his?
Yes.
I see.
That sounds like James Kelly.
These two people,
No.
Grant and James, they hunted and they hurt people. And I couldn't understand why. Because I know that hurting people is part of my profession and it's part of my skill set.
Yep.
I put bullets in people, I kill them. Or at least I have to try to on the regular. But they acted out of fury, and I tried to understand them. The first to die was Austin Grant. I killed him myself. with the pistol that belonged to a sheriff named Maisie Breyer.
Were you close?
I trained her as a deputy. And I believed in her as a senior deputy, and I was the one that pushed her to be promoted, and I tried my best to be her mentor when I suggested she become a sheriff. He hunted her down and killed her. When I asked him why, he said because he could.
Some people just are.
That's why I took him to the pig pens. Do you know who stopped me from killing him there in the dirt?
No. Who?
Senior Deputy Duncan Weller.
Do you see him as a hero?
No. He is every bit as flawed and ugly and violent as I am.
Heroes can be flawed.
I'm not a hero. Neither is he. We're just people who've suffered enough to want to do what's ugly to make sure it doesn't happen to other people. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. It's all just connected, you know, it all kind of, I don't know, spools off like thread, I guess.
I've told you some things I wouldn't normally say either.
Well,
The feeling is mutual. But it is a good story, and I appreciate it.
well, I guess the ending of it is that Mason James decided that my actions were biblical to a fashion, and he appointed me the sin of wrath, something that he said that we shared. And he laced the knife with poison, rat poison to be specific.
Sorry. That has nothing to do with your story, just a coincidence that isn't a coincidence.
He carved it in my arm and said, "You have two choices." He threw my gun in the snow. He hunted me up there. My own fault, I told him where he could find me. He out-hunted me that day. And, he said, "You can follow me into the whiteout and lift that arm carved in wrath and kill me. Or you can run back down the mountainside and see if someone will save you from the poison in your veins."
And what did you do?
I hunted him down. I tried to drag him back to town after I gunned him down, but
But
I told him it was funnily enough that I thought he'd killed us both. Because I couldn't move him with my hand, and I was shooting with my offhand in that firefight. I should have put a bullet in his skull. That would have been kinder. But he was bested. There was no honor in it, I guess. I assumed the cold would take him. I left him bleeding out there in the mountains overlooking Coulter. I walked as far as I could, expecting the snow to take me, and then I was found by a woman named Anya. She put something on my arm, I don't know what it was.
did you want to be saved?
I wanted to die on my feet, not sitting down in the snow waiting for it to happen, I guess. I wanted to make it to my brother's grave at Mount Hagen. Or at least as far as I could. She just happened to find me first. And now, every time I lift my pistol, this is the first thing I see.
What was your brother's name?
Alacaster. But I just called him Rose.
I'm sorry for your loss.
He met his death with a smile. He tended to all his business. He said goodbye to everyone that counted. He had one of the cleanest, sweetest deaths I've ever imagined for a person. And his life was one of pain. Death was a mercy for him. So, as much as I appreciate the condolences, it was probably the best outcome for him.
It doesn't matter, you can still hold pain for the loss, and I can still empathize.
I appreciate that. I've lost a lot of people in my time here. But that's just life, I guess.
How does it change you?
The loss.
Yes. It seems like you lose more and more each time.
Sorry, don't mind me.
No, you're okay. I guess it, hardens one against one to let anybody else in. Because for every moment of joy, there's this drop of poison where you know the pain's gonna come knocking again. But it drives me forward because there's no other direction to go. So I'll keep going till I lose it all, if it's my body, my mind, my soul, whatever it is.
How well would you say you know yourself, Rabbit?
Too well most days. Not well enough just as often.
When you look in the mirror, are you pleased with what you see?
A missing eye and a jumble of scar tissue. Or something else.
Something else. I find physical appearance rarely matches the insides.
That's a hard question to answer. I think I'm necessary in a number of ways. But whether I like myself, I don't know. Whether I like it or not, I have to spend an awful lot of time with me. So I try to get along, but it's hard. Harder than it looks.
What would it take, do you think, for you to smile at your reflection?
Knowing that I saved someone.
But I'm sure you have.
Those are the good days.
You see, is one not enough?
I've lost so many of them. I've given orders that have led my own deputies to their deaths.
Ah, I see. I think I understand. You seek to balance a scale. Is that right?
Well, I guess law is a lot about cause and effect, right?
Life is cause and effect. Everything is
Sure.
cause and effect.
Well, we're there to balance the scales and hold folk accountable to themselves.
You don't think you can do that without a badge?
I don't think you understand.
Enlighten me. Please.
The badge keeps me accountable to me.
I see.
Like I said, without it, I've feared what I'd fall into. And I've done evil in my time. I've done evil to evil. I don't know if that balances the scales, but...
And what is evil to you, Rabbit? Purposelessness?
To willfully cause someone pain for no utility or advantage. To twist the knife to step on a bullet wound. To put a gun to the back of someone's head. To use a life as leverage when it is your sworn duty to protect that life. And to ever utter the phrase, acceptable losses, that is evil. But it is the lesser of them.
One would think pragmatism is necessary in your line of work.
That's why I say I'm necessary. People get so caught up in the emotion of it. Which I know is ironic, given I'm steeped in it right now.
I see that.
But I don't make decisions based on emotion, not normally. Normally, it's the wrath of the crossin' in my hand, not my own personal. I'm channeling something. I can stay neutral and let it flow through me. I make snap judgments that can cost people their lives or save them. And people look at me afterwards like I'm this brilliant tactician who knows exactly what they're doing. Do you think the ends justify the means?
I guess it would depend on your ends and your means.
That's the most pragmatic answer available.
It's true, though. At least if you look at nature and life. You don't think you would sacrifice one to save many?
I already have.
Then, by your own admission, do you consider yourself evil, Rabbit?
I think that I don't know the answer to that question. I think normally I'd tell you yes, but right now I'm not so sure. I think, ordinarily, you asked me that question 9 times out of 10, I'd say yes, but right now, I don't know.
What changed?
I guess I'm trying to have some empathy for myself. And as I once told somebody, empathy is a splinter.
Excuse me.
We should get off the staircase.
Probably.
Did you guys see Mr. Weller go away?
Yeah,
Yes.
he walked down there.
See, he went to go rest. He went into the jungle. I believe he likes Warma. He's gonna be staying until Friday.
That's good to hear. But good for him.
Okay, I will step away. I can tell you guys are discussing something. However, Mrs. Rabbit, if I can bend your ear for 5 seconds.
Yeah, of course. You mind giving me a second?
Yeah.
Don't want to keep Mr. Lopez waiting.
I'm right here if you need me.
Oh, howdy again.
This is called a do-si-do.
I love a do-si-do.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
I don't know what your intentions were, but could you make sure, nothing, as far as you have power, nothing happens to him while he's here?
Why on earth would you want that?
Because he and Edgar had a conversation, and he's gonna help Edgar catch quote-unquote bad guys when they're on this island, which is what Edgar wanted to do. He's gonna get paid for it.
And this is what you want?
Yeah, I think it's probably the right move. I appreciate what you were gonna do tonight, though. I really do. I know.
Take care of yourself, Edgar.
But it looks to me you got other things to keep yourself busy with, okay?
Don't talk to me like a child, Herbie.
I'm not talking to you like a child. This is how I talk to everybody. I'm very condescending.
I'll make sure.
Sorry, do y'all need a minute?
No, we're fine.
Okay.
All right, I'm probably gonna hit the hay.
Hey, Herbie.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being your magnanimous, reasonable self.
The fact that he just had to come all the way over here and do that was enough for me. I like torturing people. In that way.
Well, I will tell you, I didn't order him to do it. This was of his own volition in the end.
Good. Can
Which
I
I
ask you
think-
something?
You can ask me anything you want, Herbie.
Did he have to get your approval to come over here, or was Edgar up to something? We could talk. You're gonna be here, right?
Edgar wanted to talk to me about it because he always wants to play an angle. And he said, I'm taking Weller over. So I've paid Edgar some money. That's part of why I'm here currently. Is that enough of an answer?
Yeah, I'm probably.
If you're asking if you can trust Edgar or if he is always
I
playing
know
an
I
angle,
can't trust Edgar. I know.
yeah,
I can't.
but you can trust that as long as Edgar's interests align with yours, that he will be working in your favor. But
know
I'm
what's
pretty,
funny?
I'm pretty sure he was ready to kill every single person in that church back there. It's like he was sweating fucking bullets.
Yeah, the way hey, we want to talk alone. By the way, can my 2 goons stay here too? Was a bit telling. You're the second person to tell me that about Edgar. The other one was Co. Because as long as your interests line up, you can trust him, and he is a man of honor, which is a very funny thing. Someone's a man of honor when your interests line up.
No, not a man of honor. Like he's if I had to look up mercenary in a dictionary, it'd be right there.
Yeah, but he, the same kind of feeling.
He was just trying to bend my fucking arm over a barrel for I said as a piece of conjecture, how worthwhile would a document folder of tickets to Guarma be to you? And he said worth a lot. And then he thought that I promised him that, and I said that's not what fucking happened at all. What are you talking about?
That's funny.
There's some bullshit going on back in the crossing that he's got the key to a puzzle on. So I need to go back and find out if we know the answer to that one yet or not before I offer a single fucking dollar more to him.
Yeah. He's just a funny one to figure out. Delilah.
I appreciate his bold duplicitousness, though. I think it's refreshing.
He owns who he is. Delilah.
Yes.
Before you go to sleep, I'm gonna need you to do a little something.
All right.
Do you know, my house? There's a blue house next to it, and then there's kind of that house off to the side at the edge of the village.
Yes.
Can you clean that place up for me?
Sure.
There's all kinds of rats and stuff around there.
Rats, you say?
I didn't see any toads, but especially one big one. All right, don't take too long, please. Appreciate you.
Nice seeing you, Herbie.
Good seeing you.
As much as I do not want to, I should probably go take care of that.
You gotta clean up a house.
I have no idea what he actually wants. But I'm certainly no maid.
I'm gonna guess that is a lot of thickly laid metaphor that I don't understand.
Well, that would make 2 of us, because he's never asked me to do that before.
Howdy, Julius.
Howdy. Sorry, don't mean to intrude. Just want to say hello.
Oh, that's all right.
Nice to see you.
I feel terrible, Jules, but I'm just about to depart once again. We seem to keep
Son of a
missing
bitch,
each other.
I know. It is mighty unfortunate. You gonna be around the next couple of days? Maybe you staying here? I know. I heard that you was in the mainland. I actually had Edgar to try to send you a telegram and let you know that I was around, but just keep messing sure that ships in the night, it seems.
Yeah, he gave that to me. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to respond, but I am happy to see you are still here or back again. And yes, I will be here.
Okay, fantastic. Maybe we talk tomorrow or something.
Yeah, catch up over a
I do
drink.
got to get back. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, come see
I
me
got some
before
work
you leave.
planned, but sure. Yeah, sounds fantastic.
Well, you two have a great
All right.
evening.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you.
Are you staying here, Rabbit?
I'm guessing that whatever you're going to do is some kind of official business that I can't be involved in, so I will not try to invite myself.
Would you like me to walk you somewhere first?
If it's not too much trouble for you, I would appreciate any degree of company.
It is no trouble at all. It would be my pleasure.
I should do more listening than talking next time you and I meet. Something tells me there's a lot of interesting things in your head.
I didn't mind it at all. I found it.
Do people tell you that you're easy to talk to?
No. That's not usually something people say to me at all. But I am a good listener, I think. Bartender,
Yeah, I'd agree with
after
that.
all, comes with the territory.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping I can actually visit you at that bar next time.
Oh, yes. Still being repaired, but shouldn't be too much longer. Oh, maybe that's what Herbie has for me. Maybe it's supplies. He likes to give me gifts.
Oh, gifts,
Yeah. Our
Oh, what kind of gifts
introduction
do you
was
like?
one,
Our introduction
right?
was a gift.
Yes. He thought we would enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, he said something similar to me. Maybe it was a gift to both of us.
I'm glad you think so. I don't think you're evil, by the way.
Thank you. I do appreciate that, for what it's worth.
Yeah. I mean it, too.
Something tells me that you don't say things that you don't mean. So. Oh, there you are. I was told you were laying your head down.
Yeah, just for a minute. Need to catch my breath. I gotta quit
Oh, I
smoking.
see. Are you doing
I
all
don't
right?
believe we've formally met properly anyway. I'm Weller, as
Delilah?
I'm sure you know.
Yes.
Right, well, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
You got a place in mind? Are you gonna stay, Weller?
I don't know. Might just dig a hole in the sand somewhere. Lay
Oh, I
down
can
in it.
find you a hole.
You know, I had to do that while I was drunk on a beach once.
Just bury yourself up to your neck.
If you dig a big enough hole, the wind just goes right over you.
There are plenty places to stay, Weller.
I appreciate the hospitality. Slightly concerned that if I go back to the crossing, I would not be a fit for the job. And I figure with all the issues, I guess, attached to my name in this place, best thing I can do is, show folks that all it was a bunch of misinformation or misinterpretation.
I don't know if there's a delicate way to say this.
I don't think there is.
Is self-loathing a requirement for the badge?
I don't loathe myself.
You don't.
Nope. I'm quite proud of myself and my abilities. What gave you the impression of self-loathing? Be honest.
Howdy, Weller.
The fact that you thought you deserved only a hole in the ground in which to sleep.
Oh, like I said, I was just making a joke about how I was drunk on a beach one time and I've done it before. I'm happy with the simple things in life, I don't think that's self-loathing.
I wouldn't consider that self-loathing either. That's where I fall in the bracket of things, I believe.
Exactly. I mean, you could offer me a tent and I'd be absolutely over the moon. I think the reason why is not so much the tent or the hole or a house or a mansion or a castle. It's the fact that somebody's willing to, extend that courtesy or that hospitality to you.
That's
And
flattering.
that's what I'm happy with. Well, it is, I mean, a lot of folk, they deserve things, right? And I like to think I deserve a few things, but at the extent of someone else, not so much. I'm a very simple man at times. Happy with the small things in life.
And when you're not?
Well then, I guess that's a human condition, right?
I suppose so.
Ain't no human being on this world who isn't above, pride or ego or annoyance or desperation or any of the emotions which you might feel from time to time. But me, I'm pretty well happy with the way I am, I guess. All the good and the bad roll into one.
I don't suppose there's a single person that's all good or all bad.
The truth. I mean, a perfect conundrum, right, for me was those bounties that were being set. I mean, that revenant fella was going around torturing people, doing inhumane things and terrible things. I mean, I was a bounty hunter before I was a deputy. I understand the trade. I understand why it's necessary at times. The problem for me personally was more the way it was going about.
And in which way was it going about?
Well, it was a very interesting thing. I will ask, you want to talk about delicacy. I heard your name quite a few times in regards to it being I don't know, in the midst. Were you one of the ones who happened to, I don't know, either sanction or maybe help other people sanction them? You speak freely. I ain't gonna judge, like I said.
I'm not hesitating because of your judgment. I just don't think I know you well enough yet to talk about the secrets of the island.
Fair enough. Well, I'm a pretty open fella. Like I said, the reason why I took such an issue with it was not exactly the people that it was done against. Like I said, with Revenant. It was just the way that it happened. I mean, it was quite an interesting juxtaposition. Understand each different state, country, or place which I visit has its own way of dealing with things. I knew that. Each time that I accepted a new bounty in a different state, there was different rules or regulations in which I had to follow. I knew some states, hell, they didn't even allow you to kill the bounty. You had to bring them back alive, no ifs or buts.
Did you often kill the bounties?
What if it could be helped?
What determined if it couldn't be helped?
Well, folks had bounties on them for a large number of reasons, right? Some folks, it could be murder. Other folks, it could be horse theft. Like I said, you get in one of those stricter states where they don't care if you kill them as much. Do I feel like someone deserves to die over horse theft? Probably not. So if there's a way I could talk them down, maybe convince them, turn themselves in, serve their crimes, then I would do so. However, if someone was wanted for murder, and I mean real cold-blooded murder, they probably wouldn't be given that opportunity. In fact, I can tell you they most definitely were not. That's why being a deputy was such an adjustment for me in the first few months. No matter what they had done, I had to give them a chance.
And what if stealing someone's horse? What if that was their only way to make a living and their whole family
Absolutely.
starved? Do they deserve
Absolutely,
death then?
I would take that into account as well, much as I could.
And with respect, what gives you the authority to determine what is justice?
Well, here's an idea. Let's say I crept up on this fella while I was sleeping. I pointed a gun to the back of his head. Told him not to move a fucking inch of his body or else I'd blow his brains out. Right, he listened to me, understood the predicament he was in. A lot of the times when I collected a bounty, I'd try and converse with them if I could. Ask them, not exactly why they did it, but how they got themselves in those situations.
Man, where's the changing room? It's here, isn't it?
Right here, right in front of you.
I got all the way here, and then dared to check my map. I chickened out at the last second.
It's that last minute hesitation.
Remember this kid, he probably would have been about 19, 18, my age at the time, funnily enough. He started telling me about how he, rustled this cattle. Feed his little sister. Asked him a few questions. How he felt about it. He showed remorse, right? He understood what he did in the long run was run around the bigger picture, but he had to do it out of desperation. It's an interesting thing, desperation. I had a conversation with other folks about, them trying to kill deputies in defense of their loved ones or their families. Anyway, this kid, he was blubbering a bit, but nothing too serious. And I guess had to let him understand the consequences. I didn't kill him. I tied him up, threw him on the back of my horse, went about the way. He got thrown in jail for a few months, got out. That was it. I mean, does it sound like justice to you?
I think justice changes depending on the person.
It does. I've always been kind of a man to try and match people if I can. Actually, funnily enough, I had a situation where just the other day I had to charge someone because they went on the offensive, right? Their family was being attacked time and time again, so they went on the offensive and tried to hunt down and kill the people who attacked their family. Now, for me, that's a pretty, I want to say a grey crime. Right, because what they were doing, they were trying to prevent something before it happened. Or put an end to something that was happening. I think he knew the consequences, and I think he understood why the consequences were there. Because I had to sit him down and explain to him that if I allowed every single person who went out looking to kill someone who was looking to kill them, that is survival of the fittest. That is all it is. And a whole bunch of innocent folk will die and get in the way. Because that same fella, just a few days beforehand, was sitting inside his saloon. And those same folk came in and gunned a whole bunch of innocent folk down. And then when I questioned them about it, it was actually because, this person had attacked them quite many months ago. So where does that end? Where does the people, doing things to protect their family or anything like that, any not real justice, where does it end? Ends with someone dead, plain and simple.
That's the way of the world, isn't it?
You'd think so, but it ain't. If that was the case, there wouldn't be law, there wouldn't be order. If not, we'd all just be throwing sharp spears at each other and clubbing each other over the head with rocks. That ain't exactly a world I want to live in. If we set into our primal urges, right, and just kill people because they annoy us or breathe at us or look at us in the wrong direction, we don't get anywhere. Nothing evolves. We don't get wonderful new things to experiment life with. Just get a whole bunch of dead bodies and angry people.
I think there are plenty of people in the world that live the life they want to live, and they don't go around needlessly killing people. I think it does a disservice to assume that without law, no one would be good.
You're correct on that. I'm well aware. But I know that without law, those bad people would take the good for everything they fucking got time and time again. The strong will always crush the weak, even if the weak are better human beings. My brother, when we were younger, did things out of desperation for a while. And I joined him. We robbed people on the road. We pickpocketed. We did whatever we had to do. Funny thing was, though, my brother was disowned by my family. I wasn't. I went along with him because I wanted to impress and make sure it was safe or whatever. Typical little brother shit, you know, just running around fences. I was so young and naive that I joined him on a bank robbery. I don't think my brother was exactly a bad person. I don't think he was a good one either, though. During that bank robbery, he started getting nervous and started sweating and realizing exactly how much of a clusterfuck he had put us in with. Innocent girl that had been taken hostage, her brains ended up all over the fucking wall because my brother slipped. And one of the other 3 people that were robbing the bank with put a bullet in my brother's head right there and then, as a service to the lovely constables and the rest of them who were outside. I got thrown in a cell because I froze like a goddamn deer in the middle of the road. In my time, I didn't hurt anyone, I didn't kill anyone, I didn't do anything too malicious. But I didn't even realize the gamble that I was playing with other people's lives when I'm pointing a loaded gun at them, and that there proved it. As I'm sitting in the cell and Sheriff's talking about hanging me, my, I don't know, I guess, I don't want to say skills, I didn't really have much at the time. Were used to get the other folk who were involved in the bank robbery. It's funny how justice works that way sometimes.
Is that what was served? Justice, in your opinion?
I think it was for me. I don't think that girl who died, I don't think her family really got any justice. I like to think that by the fella who, killed her and the rest of the people who were involved died, maybe they felt a little bit better, but truth is I don't know, because I don't think any of us really know. I know that I've lost plenty of people wearing the badge, people that I care about, people that I love, that I cared for, and those folk who put them down are still walking around the crossing to this day. But it ain't about those ultimatums, right? Those 1 or 2 people who get away with it. It's about all the other folk who do get it.
Spiders want to eat my fucking eyes out.
Forgive me, I just don't understand the difference between you and the man you arrested the other day for taking action, other than a badge.
Right. There isn't much difference. Apart from I've been shot, stabbed, and fucking butchered countless times for people who don't even know my name.
Would you prefer it if they did?
No. That's not why I do it the slightest. I do it so they don't have to know my name, so they can just keep going about their lives like everything's fucking pleasant. I like to think I made up for it, too. And I don't really know. Now I just keep kind of going about my life. Maybe, you know, when I shuffle over this mortal coil, I might end up in heaven, might end up in hell. I like to think heaven, really, after some of the things I've done. But maybe that justice, which God or whatever almighty power there is, maybe the justice he's thinking of me is me spending my entire life trying to help other people, trying to protect other people.
What
And
if
then
he
because of that
doesn't
one
give
thing
a
I did
shit?
when I was stupid, there you go, he might know, and I might end up in fucking purgatory. But at
Some
least
people
before I
say
die,
this is purgatory.
this place,
The crossing, Karma, yes, here.
No, I don't believe that personally.
Would that change how you act, Weller? If
no,
it
it ain't
was?
purgatory. I know it ain't.
Well, if it was, would you do anything differently?
Say no to my brother. I'd be a little bit stronger minded. That's about it. Spend more time with my loved ones. I think if I had this suspension of disbelief that everything was going to be fine, everything was going to be okay, and none of this really mattered, I'd focus a little bit more on the simple things, like I said earlier. I enjoy them, but not as much as I should. You want to know how I know it ain't purgatory?
I don't think anyone can know that for certain.
No.
But go on.
I know. Because that love that I feel for that girl, my lady back in the crossing, that can't be fake. That can't be a figment of imagination or an almighty being or anything. That's made plain and simple.
Do you dream, Weller?
I dream all the time. That's how I know I sleep.
So you
Do
feel,
you dream?
and that's how you know you're alive. And you dream, and that's how you know you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I see. And yes, I dream.
You dream of something different?
Sometimes. But
What
my
do you dream
dreams
about?
feel just as real to me sometimes as waking life. It doesn't determine whether or not I think this is purgatory, or whether I believe in heaven or hell, or whether I believe that you would be a different person had you said no to your brother. I think if you had said no to your brother and he went and shot that girl, you would still feel just as guilty. Instead, you'd be saying, I wish I had gone with my brother. I wish I could have stopped him. People will always find a reason to regret.
Doesn't that regret tell you that we ain't in purgatory, though?
No. Because only people who regret go to purgatory.
I'll tell you what. Whenever all this catches up with me, whether it's, 4 bullets to the chest, 1 bullet to the head, maybe a knife wound to the back, maybe it's illness at the ripe age of 80 with a bottle of whiskey in my hand. Just before I kick the fucking bucket, I'll look up at the sky and I'll go, you know what? I ain't got no regrets no more. And then if I come back and I'm in the crossing again, or I'm in Guama, I'll come find you in this ethereal life in which we live. We can sit down, I'll buy you a drink, we can cheers, and I say, guess what? You were right.
It's a deal.
That was wonderful. Talking about drinks, I feel like we should all have one. All right, no takers, that's fine.
I'll take you up on it.
Sí, amigo, sí.
Yeah, I gotta see
However-
myself to sleep, but Edgar, I do want to show you something quickly. Well, I
Okay,
can wait for tomorrow.
I just wanted to let the lady know that I would like to speak to her before she kick in the bucket tonight.
She kick what?
No,
What?
To sleep,
No,
I want to
that's-
sleep to
that's-
sleep,
yeah,
amigo.
No, you should resting head.
Resting head,
You know,
kicking the
maybe
fucking bucket,
catching the
amigo.
sheep.
Catching the sleep. See.
yes, well,
Sheep.
let's ask her, and then the rest of us could go about our evening.
Will you be so kind to wait for me while I return with Herbie? Thank you. Please do not sleep or kick the bucket or anything else.
Delilah, you could walk. We're going towards the village. I know you gotta go that
I
way
will
anyway.
wait here. I'll wait here.
Okay.
If I don't see you anymore tonight, Mr. Weller, Sheriff, it has been a very good day. Thank you.
Yeah, you too,
No
Edgar.
worries.
I would offer you drinks at my bar, but unfortunately it was burned down, so I think the best spot would be on the beach here.
Noted. We're not keeping you from anything now, right, Delilah?
No,
If you need to rest your head, feel free.
no, I have to wait.
Should we
Okay.
make ourselves scarce then, so that you don't have to?
I was
think she's
enjoying
gonna
the
wait for-
conversation. I
she's
was
gonna
going to
wait
wait
for
for him
Edgar.
anyway.
Oh, that's good.
Do you need to rest your head?
No, I'm fine. I'm just
Me too.
mindful of the hour.
I'm always mindful of the hour. Mostly because I don't know what fucking hour it is most of the time. So I'm always mindful of it.
Duncan Weller being mindful.
Yep, that's definitely not a word I would use to fall into my category. I just realized I never told you any of that.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that was new to me, but that's alright.
Well,
Just
you ain't my
telling
sheriff
Delilah.
anymore, so...
Just telling Delilah
Oh.
that she's very easy to talk to, so.
Well, considering the circumstances, I think, being open's the best policy.
Well, did I ever tell you I killed 2 lawmen back in Australia?
No, you did not.
Well, there you go.
Well, we've all done things which, I don't know. I don't like using the word regret too often. I think that's probably one of the only things I
Oh, I don't
kinda
regret
fall
it.
into
They both deserve to fucking die. Oh, you trust me. Those 2 needed to die.
like corrupt.
Yeah. True and
Yeah,
true.
okay. Funnily enough about Justice Live, do you know the reason why I came here today? It's obviously to apologize, but more importantly to defend exactly what I said and why I said it. I'm pretty big on that, A lot of things, the only folks have is their word. Another reason is because justice seems to be the fucking, theme of the day today. My best friend, my brother, he was kidnapped and shot quite brutally. He's in critical condition. Back in the crossing, I went in, I took one look at him and knew that I couldn't be by his side. How funny is that? Because I knew that if he died, I don't know if I'd be able to really contain myself in terms of serving justice. So let me ask you this. He dies, my brother, someone I care about very deeply.
Mm-hmm.
The folk who did it to him, should I ride out and kill them?
I'm not really one for revenge personally, so I'm probably not the person to ask.
Was that a no?
I guess so. I'm not really the one to tell you what you should or should not do. Either.
No. Sorry, I was asking your opinion. You all right? No one should really tell each other what to do. Especially not lawmen. Goddamn sons of bitches. Feel like you have quite a good outlook on things. A lot of folk kind of believe in, good and evil in regards to the law, but it ain't exactly that, and I think you know that.
You want me to show you a few patches of wilderness once the others get back here?
Sounds wonderful.
Alright. Probably use a bit of a debrief anyway.
You want to hear about all the horrible things which happened in the crossing recently?
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Not particularly, no.
Yeah, I don't think you would either.
Bet I can play catch up when I return.
I hope one day you live without regret, Weller. And it's before your deathbed.
You know, it's funny because it's been such a long time now that I don't know, I think I'm getting close. I fooled myself probably about 4 months ago that, you know, I was done with it, but I think regret, whichever way you want to look about it, it's kind of like a mosquito you just can't pester away sometimes. You know, you think you finally splat it, and then another one just kind of takes its place.
Regret is just another form of self-flagellance and self-loathing.
I don't hate myself for it. I think if given the opportunity, you're right, I would have made a different choice. But I made that choice, and I'll live with it all the same, just like I have many others.
I think most people, and I mean most, not all, I think most people do the best that they can given the information they have at the time.
I like to think that too. But there's liking to think and also living in reality. Some people don't make the best choices knowing that they're not the best choices. Some people just make them.
Can I grab you for a second, Delilah, before Edgar returns to steal your time?
Sure. Interesting chatting with you, Weller.
Same here.
Nothing spectacular, I just wanted to thank you.
For?
Being yourself. That is actually more of a commodity than you think it is.
No one's ever thanked me for that before.
Well, there's me thanking you for it. Whoever you are, I find very interesting, intriguing, and easy to talk to, for whatever reason. You believe in luck, right?
Oh, yes. How can I not when I have a lucky rabbit standing right in front of me?
Oh, see, that's gonna make this way more awkward. This was given to me by a friend a long time ago.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's a very easy gift idea when you think about it.
What kind of gifts do you like, Rabbit?
Oh, that's a good question. Mostly time. The gift of time is one of the most precious. But also experience, you know. Someone showing me something that I wouldn't see otherwise.
What's this?
This is just my way of saying thank you on that. Well, I hope luck keeps you on this island. You don't gotta take it if you don't want to.
No, I will take good care of it. Thank you.
I wore that to a shootout at Fort Mercer.
Aren't you worried what might happen to you if you give it to me?
No, I already got 2 lucky feet, right? That's, where I got this. Bullet split open my cheek and exposed my teeth. I'd like to believe that that little, trinket there played a part in it.
Talismans have power.
Yeah. I get the feeling I might have gotten all the use out of it I can these days, so I'd rather you have it.
Well, thank you. I will endeavor to keep good care of it. And I hope it brings me the same luck it brought you.
Oh, maybe you can lend me some luck when I need it down the line.
Maybe. Maybe the next time somebody decides to light my bar on fire. They won't be able to. So if
I
my
hope
bar
not.
had not been lit on fire, I don't think I would be meeting you right now, so I think I'm okay with it.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny how things don't seem connected. But in reality, they actually are. A series of events. Destined.
I'd be very honored if our meeting was destined, truly.
It just might be. I guess we'll find out. Depends if our purposes line up in the end, I suppose.
Well, here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
Alright, I don't want to feel like I've taken up many hours of your time tonight.
I don't mind.
That's good, because I plan on doing it again.
I hope so.
I don't know where the hell Edgar just wandered off to.
Probably towards
gonna-
the bar.
I'm gonna try and, drag, Weller somewhere that he's not gonna set nothing on fire with his attitude.
I think that's probably wise.
I don't want to let him out of my sight, honestly. I'll be back on the island soon.
Good night, Rabbit.
Good night, Delilah.
You still want to talk to Edgar?
Where is he?
He's down there. I can go grab him if you like. Do you have time to take care of that problem for me?
Yes.
Okay. It's not really a problem, but it's
No.
okay. I'll go get him, all right?
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Are you okay?
No,
I don't suppose there's anything I could do, right?
I think you should walk away from me right now.
Oh, yep, you got it.
okay? Finally,
What did you want to talk to me about?
well, I thought I did a good job. I did what your spider failed to do. I believe I did it with flying colors.
Do you think you did
However-
it without the spider's help?
Come again.
Do you think you did it without the spider's help?
Tell me, how did he assist me?
Tell me, how didn't he?
You are right, he did assist me. I wanted to outclass him in your eyes. So I went straight to the source, delivered a few strategic sentences. They were very effective. Not only has he come here, but he has decided to stay here indefinitely.
Are you saying you did this for me?
But you know, pleased.
I am. Quite.
I was worried you were a little bit upset that things didn't go the way you predicted.
Oh, I am that as well.
I did that for you as well.
I know you did.
If anything happened to those two pendejos here today, the blame would have fallen on Herbie.
I know.
However, now they're gonna stay, and me and that one Weller, we're gonna be in close communion. I foresee by the end of the week, when Saturday comes, perhaps even Friday, this place is gonna be entrenched in warfare. They're gonna be 5-6 different outfits looking to kill each other. When all is said and done, what you hope will happen today will happen then. They don't slaughter the calf or the cow before it's nice and fat. They have to feed him first. Right now is the process of being fed, of getting him ready for the slaughter. Wheeler is a very hard man. I can judge him from the little interaction I have had with him. There may be just as many pendejos after him that there are after me. However, in the time that we were there, I got 3 different telegramas from 3 different sources telling me to watch out. That there were 3 different gangs looking for me. Mr. Bradshaw, the man in the yellow, was cornered in a telegram station asking for me. Calvin encountered 2 different gangs discussing how to capture me. These pendejos are the same enemies of Mr. Wellington.
So you brought him here as bait.
I brought him here to assist me.
Hmm.
I brought him here for you.
Thank you for my gift. You surprised me. You did really well. And not a drop of blood spilled.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
See? But before the week is over, it may be my blood that is spilled here.
Not if I can help it.
By the end of it, it may be your blood that is spilled. I see that you are a very close understanding with the sheriff.
I only just met them yesterday.
It seems like your bond with her is pretty deep. It's mighty convenient.
I don't think I like that.
That you don't like what?
I don't like how this feels right now.
Tell me, how does it feel? I think if
foreign, uncomfortable.
it's feeling mighty proper if you ask me.
No, I mean me, Edgar. Not what you've done. What you did was great.
Like I said, mighty proper. I don't understand why the fuck you feeling any other way right now.
That's the same as your stray dog, Edgar. How does he make you feel when you have him around, Samuel?
He make me feel like a fucking god in comparison to his blundering self.
Fine. Play coy.
I'm playing exactly how I need to be. Por cierto, that means, by the way, I will be going to my castle now. I have a lot to prepare, to think about.
You did really well, Edgar.
I know it.
Good.
It's my profession.
Ru-gu-ru.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you wanna call me. Edgar, Culebra, Sin Alma. It make no difference. I will see you tomorrow.
I'll see you.
Adios.
I'm gonna go to sleep. You need anything?
No.
All right.
Good night, Herbie.
Good night.
The fuck have you infected me with, Jim? I never hesitate and I never miss. You motherfucker. Rabbit coming here changed everything. I would have hesitated. Why? Why? They're no different than Edgar or Clive or Samuel or Jim. What's the fucking difference? Hi. Fuck! Thanks for watching. If you like this and want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe. For in-depth character and meta chatter, tune into twitch.tv/pumpkinberry for Meta Mondays at noon Eastern.